Welcome back. It is currently 10:40 a.m. and I have set up camp out here. Nothing really to report on. I'm going to dim this lighting down because of the circumstances at hand. Hopefully keeping focus. But this is what we have currently. Quite a little bit different than what we were experiencing earlier. I am seeing my breath out here. So temperatures have not increased all that much, but they are on the rise. And otherwise, this is what we got. Now then, I have just now stepped out here due to the fact that the finale of yesterday's recordings has just been posted. I am now currently posting what I recorded earlier this day from this morning, previously. It's taken forever. And so thankfully the conditions are what they are currently, and that will give me a little bit of a break in order to get the first episode of today's recordings posted and to get this one out there as well. Now, of course, I have that feeling kicking off, but it's going to take time to these things to develop as this day progresses. Where's he at? I can't see nothing. Am I getting him? Just trying to get a robin here. Yeah, I think that's him right there. So activity around here has been kind of slow this morning as far as what I've observed with the bird life, the animal life, the temperatures as they increase. The only thing that seems to have occurred rapidly is that of the situation in the sky from the previous recording until now. Alright, and we have a small aircraft that's flying about somewhere. Yeah, I'm not going to wait around. Okay, so yeah. See, now the bird activity, now that I made mention of that, the bird activity is on the rise. So things should be developing. On that note, we'll see you back here on the flip side. 10:50 a.m. and here we go. Yeah, check this Sky Bandit out, huh? Man, he's hauling. I mean, he is full throttle. And yeah. And I did notice in the previous recording how we are getting that pretty spectrum coloration of a lens flare from the ball of light. Oh, and yeah, he's not leaving much of a visible streamer, but it is spraying nonetheless. And what is going to occur is an increase in the milkiness in the skies overhead. And because of that, that is going to, here, let's dim this down, that is going to increase the likelihood of, yet again, seeing colorations of some sort. And, ooh, 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 I can see that. I can actually see that on my screen. Can we do that? Let's see. Let's go ahead and zoom in like this. Yeah, we're just kind of frogging around a little bit. We'll dim this lighting down. And we're going to go back over here to the ball. And are we getting... Oh yeah, we're getting some of that to show up. There we go. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, so anyways, that was my observation at this point. And more than likely, I'll just go ahead and tie this in with the previous recording. We're going to have us a long recording, I do believe. Stay tuned. We'll be back on this flip side. 11 a.m. I was sitting here, actually standing here in the light. Yeah, it's still kind of cool in the shade. Anyways, I'm standing here smoking a cigarette and pondering the thoughts that I had in the previous recording. And I had myself a little bit of an epiphany as far as the addition to the milkiness of the sky. Do you know what that's actually doing? They want to say that, they are indeed spraying aluminum particulates into the atmosphere in order to reflect some of the light away from the earth because of global warming. And so that is climate change as well as climate control. But in fact, when they are creating this milkiness into the sky above that is trapping heat down here below, thus creating actual global warming. Because you have to figure, the water in the atmosphere acts as a magnifying glass for that ball of light, because as we've seen in previous recordings of mine, through the clouds, the actual more realistic size of said sun. But the more that they apply this milky layer, such as now I am seeing a trail overhead kind of blending in, so things are becoming more visible. So anyways, as they increase this, what they are doing, because of the water in the atmosphere, which acts like a magnifying glass, okay, we are actually going from this to this, okay, size comparison, previous atmosphere, the atmosphere that they are creating. Yeah, let that sink in. Okay, we are going to dim this lighting down just for a quick look around, because as stated, things are becoming more apparent. Do you see? Do you see now? We'll be back. Yeah, so 11:05. And just to add on a little bit, thinking it is quite apparent what I was speaking of without even reviewing what I previously just recorded. Okay, I gotta zoom in on this. I'm smoking a cigarette, so bear with me here. I better make sure that we're in focus somewhat. And dim this lighting down all the way. Now I could zoom in more, but that I know would just further affect the blurriness. But I'm trying to get as much as what we have around that ball of light to come through. Okay. A little added smoke to the scenery. You know, I'm always out to try to back up what I theorize, what I state. That's just another attempt at doing so. Alright, we are going to end it right there, and we'll be back. 11:11 a.m. Yeah, that's intentional. And the reason being is because I just had a sighting, which is now flown off, but that of a single red cardinal. 11:11. A single red cardinal.